Hello everybody, my name is John from Saint Endeavor, and today we are going to be reviewing the album Transmissions by American rock band Starset. It is their first studio album, and it was released back in July of 2014, and let me give you a little brief explanation of what this channel is. This channel is a music channel. It will be consisting of reviews, top tens, and other sort of music related content, maybe a couple vlogs if we can get it working. This channel will be ran mainly by myself and a friend of mine named Isaac, who will be doing one in every 3 videos. I will be uploading either a review or a top 10 every Wednesday and Sunday, and my friend will be uploading every Monday. Alright? So you're going to get 2 videos a week by me, 1 by him. Maybe that'll change in the future, but for now, that's how things are going. So let's get into the actual review, shall we? The way that reviews will work on this channel will be every track will be reviewed with its own separate rating, and I will depending on how much I like the track, because there's certain tracks that I would not listen to more than 2 or 3 times on this album. And there will be like that for other albums as well. So there's going to be certain tracks that I don't like. There's going to be tracks that I do like. Remember to leave your comments down below of what tracks you like, and if you think my rating is unjustified, give me some reasoning. Maybe you can change my opinion. Okay, so why don't we get started? The first track on the album is Down with the Fallen. Now, this track did not leave a good impression on me. This wasn't the first track I heard by them. The first track I heard by them was My Demons, but we'll get to that later. The first track on the album is Down with the Fallen. Now, I did not really like this track. The lyrics are really OTT, which is one of my biggest gripes with this album. And I gave it an overall 4 out of 10 rating. It wasn't bad. I enjoyed the instrumental on it, but I did not like the lyrics on this album. Next is Halo, which is my least favorite on the album, and I gave that a 2 out of 10. For one, the music video is kind of stupid. The lyrics on the track Halo are kind of the same as Down with the Fallen. They just seem really over the top and generic, and I didn't really like the instrumental on this track either. It felt repetitive and annoying, and it felt generic. So that's why I gave it a 2 out of 10. The track Carnivore, originally when I listened to it, I gave it a 3 out of 10. That was my first impression, but I'd like to change that rating to maybe a 5 or a 6. Not at all a bad track, definitely better than the first two. And if I were to give an overall explanation of Carnivore, it's good to listen to if you're in the mood to get pumped up. If you're really in the mood to get pumped up, listen to Carnivore. Alright? Next up is a track that I enjoyed. It is Telescope, and I'm giving it a 7 out of 10, and the reasoning behind that rating, I would have given it higher. The reason I did not is because, once again, the lyrics are just not good. I do not like the over-the-top lyrics, and yes, I understand the name of the band is Starset, and they're set in space, but do you have to incorporate that into every song? And that was one of my biggest gripes with this album. There's one other, but it's not nearly as bad as this one. And Telescope, the instrumental on this album, or on this track, is really, really good. And I really liked it. So that should be one of the songs that is playing in the background if I can figure out how to do it, because it's one of my personal favorites on the album. Next up, it is the track It Has Begun, which is a 6 out of 10. Nothing much to really say about this. It's kind of falls into the same territory as Carnivore, as in I like the music, but I didn't like the lyrics. Next is My Demons, which I'm giving an 8 out of 10, a very solid all-around track. The lyrics were not that bad on this track. I enjoyed them, as were the instrumental was really good. So that's getting an 8 out of 10. Next up is Anti-Gravity, which I'm giving a 5 out of 10 because I didn't really like or dislike the track. I'll listen to it if I have to, but it's not something I'm adding to my playlist. The next track is Dark on Me, which is my personal favorite from this album, which should be the second track that you are hearing in the video. It will be background music. I'm playing Dark on Me and Telescope. But Dark on Me, I'm giving a 10 out of 10. I did not necessarily hate the lyrics on this album, or on this track. They were pretty decent, and I really like slow building songs, and I like slow songs that kind of have more of a, like, is they're picking up theme to them. Dark on Me is definitely my favorite track on this album. I am giving it a 10 out of 10. Next up is Let It Die. The lyrics on this song are crap. I do not enjoy them, but I gave the track a 7 out of 10 because I really, really like the music on this. Next up is The Future Is Now. Now, with... see what I did there? I'm giving this a 6 out of 10. Not like I said before with... I don't remember. I think I said it with It Has Begun. There's not a lot to say. I like the music. I didn't really like the lyrics. Point of No Return is the next track on this album, second to last. I'm giving that an 8 out of 10. I really like this song. One of my personal favorites. And if this video goes that long, that'll be the third song you hear in the background. And the last track on the album, which is Rise and Fall, which is, it's okay. I don't think it's a good way to end the album, so I'm giving it a 4 out of 10. Now, overall rating, this isn't a mathematical rating. This is how I feel the album is rated. I feel like, no, I didn't like Down with the Fallen, but it's a good opening track for an album. And Rise and Fall, I didn't really like as an ender track, so that's going to subtract a little bit. I'm giving the overall rating on the album 7 out of 10. Should you pick this album up? I think so. If you're, well, I think you should listen to it first. If you like the songs on the album, you should pick it up. If you're someone who doesn't pay attention to the lyrics, you will love this album. It is really good music-wise. If you're a fan of electronic music, it's got like that electronic vibe to it. If you're a fan of like soft metal or new metal or some sort of punk pop type of music, you might enjoy this album as well. If you don't pay attention to the lyrics, that is, because the lyrics are garbage. A punk pop fan would rip the lyrics to shreds on this. Now, I'm not the biggest punk pop fan, but I did not enjoy these lyrics. Now, my gripes with the album, obviously the lyrics, as I keep mentioning, and the really long, obnoxious outros on most of the songs were kind of annoying and repetitive. And another thing is the music, thus I did like. There's a couple songs that felt pretty much the same. This is why I don't like Halo and Down with the Fallen, because they sound like the same song. Like if I wasn't really paying attention and I had like autoplay on or something, and it was just kind of going through and it changed songs, I would not notice. So that's another gripe with the album that I had. I like the cover design on the album. And overall, like I said, 7 out of 10. I feel like if you don't pay attention to the lyrics, you will love this album. You'll give it a much higher rating than I have, maybe even a 9 or a 10. And if you pay really close attention to the lyrics, you'll give this album a lower rating than I have, which will probably be around 5 or 6. Alright? So, anyway, this has been the first review on the Saint Endeavor channel. My name is John, and I will see you all on Sunday. Peace out. Oh, remember to like and subscribe, and leave what albums you want me and or Isaac to review in the comments below. Peace out.